Welcome to Tuesday Tea Time with Dorarena. I want to welcome all the those that are watching the replay and those that are new to Women of Wisdom. I am Dorarena, the founder and president of Women of Wisdom, where we are empowering teen girls and women with practical wisdom and confidence to follow their dream. And we want to bridge the generational gap. Okay, so today we have our special guest coming on today, Sophia Jordan from Black Bottom Biscotti. She owns the company and started it, and I'm excited, so let's get her in with us. Okay. Okay, we went over this already. I don't know what's happening here. Um, okay. Okay, not sure what's going on with this. We had it all set up. Okay, I see that you're here, but it's not allowing me to send you to invite you. So I'm not sure what's happening. You're already invited. Okay, I have you already invited. It should be coming up on your end. Oh, there you are. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So Sophia Jordan is joining us. And while she's joining us, I am
Oh,
drinking today. There she
there we
is.
go.
Yay. I was just sharing with our audience that I am drinking dandelion chai, probiotic tea
Oh, okay.
today. So, yeah, so I didn't put my creamer in it, but yeah, we're just going to do
Okay.
this.
I have
And
it's yeah, I saw it in the store.
say,
Let's try it.
say it again. What kind you
It
got?
has turmeric, meadow sweet, and ginger.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Oh, that sounds really healthy.
yeah. I like it. I've had it before, so
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We're going to have to do a trade-off on that one. I want to try that
okay.
myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's tea time, so we're just going to do tea time.
I like honey in mine. You said milk in yours?
Yeah, I put a little creamer in
Okay.
mine. Sometimes I do the little flavor kind,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
I like honey.
So we could only see like half your
Oh,
face.
you can only see what?
Half your face.
Is that better?
There you go. Oh yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Then we get to
Okay.
see all of the beauty,
That's right.
okay? And so you know, Sophia knows that I love her biscotti. So guess what? Yes, she came over and gave me some biscotti. And I tell you something funny about that now. She's got a really sweet heart, okay? So don't just let me brag a little bit. And so she always thinks about my husband, you know, to bring biscotti for him. And she always makes sure that, you know, I share it with him because I was hoping she wasn't going to say anything. I would have ate it all by myself.
Yeah.
So, Sophia, why don't you go ahead and share a little bit about yourself with our viewers, and then we'll go on with the tenacity is crucial.
Okay. Well, first, thank you, Dorena, for having me on Tea Time. We've been trying to get together for a while, and finally she gave me a date, and I'm like, I'm there. So thank you for having me. And I did have to, so I dropped off a bag to her, and it was, they wanted one each, but I included something else. And I got in my car and I said, let me call her and let her know she has to share that with her husband. She had that look on her face like, ooh, all for me. So yeah, that was
Oh my
fun. We laughed
goodness.
about that one. But
Yeah.
yes, I love
Yeah.
biscotti. I'm Sophia Jordan, the owner of Black Bottom Biscotti. I love to make biscotti in all kinds of flavor, not just your traditional, which would be, almond, hazelnut, chocolate. But which one do you have, Dorena? The one you're trying?
Right now, the one that I'm trying out now is the
Ginger snap?
ginger. Yeah,
Okay, it
ginger
looks like a
snap.
ginger snap. And the one I
Yeah.
have is one that's new this year. It's called Salt
Oh, okay.
Caramel. It has salted caramel chips and cinnamon chips in it. And then there's this line is cinnamon in between, and then I lightly salt the top. So it has that, and then the white
Mm.
chocolate on the bottom. So it has that sweet and salty taste. It's very good. And I'm just gonna,
Now you know I
well,
have this lemon blueberry.
yeah, that's another
That's
one of my
one of my
favorites.
favorites.
Mm-hmm.
But you gave me one. See, now I don't know which one I want to give him.
He hasn't gotten it
'Cause
yet?
that sounds good.
It
No,
is. Well, if you save
he'll get it
half of the
later.
ginger snap for him and you take half of the
Oh,
salted, then yeah,
oh yeah, that's
trade off.
thank you.
See?
Thank you.
Yeah. They're big
Okay,
enough.
great. Okay, now go ahead and tell
Okay.
us a little bit about yourself, Sophia.
Um, yeah. So I'm located at 4724 North 24th Street, about 24th and Fowler, and that's where I really bake out of. Most of my product it goes to area coffee shops here in Omaha, and I just got one in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. I'm so excited. We
Yay!
went there for a craft show, and a woman tried it, and she manages a coffee shop in Sioux Falls. And so we dropped some
Awesome.
off to her before we left, and then she just ordered again, like yesterday. So it's going well in Sioux Falls, and I couldn't be happier. Um,
Awesome.
we also do scones, rucola, which is a cookie, and then some other cookies. But my main is the biscotti. I love making different flavors of biscotti. We're thinking of some other things to do with biscotti right now. And that'll be coming. That'll be coming. And it's just fun. We have a Oreos one. I make that every once in a while, but we made it this week, last week. We made it last week. So as soon as I get the labels on it, we'll put it on the website and you can order it. For Christmas, we have ginger snap, which Dorena has. We also have gossamer,
Yes.
which is like ginger snap, except it has cayenne pepper and it has more of a bite to it. It's not really hot, but man,
Really?
it has, and you taste it at the end. So you're eating it, and then there goes the heat at the end. We have red velvet, cranberry pistachio. I think that's it as far as the Christmas one goes. Uh, Sugar cookie. How could I forget sugar cookie? We have a sugar
Oh,
cookie one
wow.
also.
Okay.
And right
Okay,
now,
now.
the Cyber Monday got stretched to Cyber Week. So if you buy 12, you can get 3 free. That's our special for the
Okay.
rest of this week. But yeah, if you love biscotti, you like
Mm-hmm.
trying different flavors, some people are very traditionalists, and that's fine. I do great in those also. But we have like a
Mm-hmm.
cherry rosemary. And if you don't think
Oh, I
cherry,
like that one.
yeah, my daughter loves it.
Mm-hmm.
If you like cherry, but you don't think you like rosemary and cherry together, no, it's like an excellent blend of both of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so tell everybody where they can find your website.
www.blackbottombiscotti.com. And you can, we ship the biscotti. You'll see the scones and the cookies on there, but we don't ship that. I can't right now. And you know, biscotti's easy. It has a
Mm-hmm.
long shelf life. But yeah, you can go there. You can
Mm-hmm.
have curbside pickup. If you order, the biscotti is there, but like if you order the scones to the cookies, those are cooked to order when you order. So you have to give me a little lead time, maybe about an hour, then we'll send you to pick up, and you can pick up curbside, or you can order on DoorDash or Grubhub, and they will deliver. But my understanding is you have to be within 15 minutes of me. Don't quote me, either 15 miles or 15 minutes from me. They
Okay.
do deliver.
Okay. Okay. So whoever watching us, give us a hashtag wow or hashtag wisdom, and just if you have any comments, leave them in the comment box. And also, if you like for us to touch on a certain subject in the future, leave that in the comment box. And so we're all working together because we all need
Mhm.
wisdom. Okay, no one is without the need for wisdom. Okay, so we're going to.
Dorena, I'm
Okay,
sorry,
I,
Dorena,
go ahead.
I
Uh huh.
always forget this, but there will be some people who don't know what biscotti is. I just forget.
You
So,
know, I yeah, I was gonna ask you to explain that,
mhm,
and then also explain why your biscotti is so different
okay,
from all the others,
okay,
because it
okay,
is.
thank you. So it's an Italian twice baked cookie. It was made like for long travel, so it was very hard. And that's why traditionally it is, like dunked in coffee, or the Italians dunk it in wine. Or you can do it in
Mm,
tea, and it just kind of softens it up so you can eat it. Mine is not that hard. My tagline is
mm-hmm.
undippably edible, because I'm not a dipper. I'm a dip for the show, but I'm not a dipper. And you can eat it by itself, and that's how I prefer to eat it. Um,
That's
and
how I eat it.
I really love the flavors. So it's not just,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, a bread cookie or fly. It's not. It takes away from the flavor, and my biscotti have a lot of flavor in them, and they're not. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's what makes mine stand out. And
Mm-hmm.
so traditionally, again, you just dip, and it gets all wet and soft.
Okay. Yes,
Dip.
we did. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you turn that face. Dip.
Mm-hmm. You know what?
That
This
is
flavor
good.
goes excellent with this tea. It really does. I'm like, oh, that wasn't so bad, but it
Mine does too.
yeah, yeah, the
Mm.
gingerbread,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's good.
So
Hmm.
I just want to explain that.
Okay, that's fine. Because, like you said, people need to know anyway. Okay, so um, let's go on to tenacity is crucial. So while we're talking about that, tell us what motivated you to start Black Bottom Biscotti, and what was your career before you started Black Bottom,
Mhm.
and the tenacity, because you are a tenacious woman. And so share the tenacity that you have experienced through your previous profession.
Mhm. Okay, so what Dorarena is alluding to is I am a retired police officer. I worked with the Omaha Police Department for about I retired 19 years later. And that was a job that just introduced me to a world I did not know. Um, it was different, and I wouldn't say I'm a lone or recluse person, but there are times when I really need to be alone. And I had always had jobs where I could just escape and go work by myself. But when I became a police officer, no, it's a call to answer. Get out and go answer the call. Uh, and as I was telling Doreen, my first introduction was how neighbors didn't get along. And that was just strange to me. I'm like, your neighbors, why are we here? You couldn't
Mm-hmm.
talk this out. But that's what we're there for, to be the peacekeepers. Either you try to find that common ground with them, and sometimes they have to agree
Mm-hmm.
to disagree. And then,
Mm-hmm.
then there was just the regular police work, fighting crime, and having to take people to jail, and um, it is a just to stick with it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it takes tenacity and
Yeah.
to.
And you were there for how many years?
I worked there, I want to say about 17, 18 years. Yeah.
Now, 17, 18 years
Hmm.
putting up with all of that, that took a lot of tenacity. And we were talking about how, oh, you know what? I want to quote this quotation from Booker T. Washington. So listen to what he said. He says, success is not to be measured by the position someone has reached, but the obstacles he has overcome while trying to succeed. He's talking about tenacity.
Hmm.
And so really, it's really all about the person you became through all the obstacles that you had to endure. And so, it practically got you ready to start Black Bottom Biscotti.
Hmm.
And so, what is that? What is that? How would you describe, the struggles and stuff that you had to deal with, and that, tenacity is crucial in order for you to have a successful life
Hmm.
in any
Hmm.
area?
Hmm. Um,
So, what do you think?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It wasn't, I think when you make up in your mind, you're going to, sometimes, let me put it this way, sometimes it's just I had a family to support, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I was
Mm-hmm.
going to work. That was never not an option for me. I worked ever
Mm-hmm.
since I was 16. I remember when
Wow.
Kentucky Fried Chicken was on 60th and Ames, where that catfish place is. There was
Mm-hmm.
a Kentucky Fried Chicken there. And I worked there. It was for a very short
Wow.
time, but I worked there. And I just worked all of my life. And so
Mm.
um, Yeah, I was working for as a civilian within the police department. And so there were
Mm-hmm.
people who said, you should apply, you should apply. I applied and got it. Um, it was different. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
There were days
Mm-hmm.
it was really fun. Uh, different
Mm-hmm.
every 6 months we change crews, and depending on your seniority, you could go where you want. And I
Mm-hmm.
always been a night person, so I work nights. I work
Mm.
3 to midnight or the overnight shift. A few times I worked days, but it was mostly nights. It's just what I liked and what I was used to. But it was an interesting job. And in 2012, I was still working, but in 2012, I started Black Bottom Biscotti. I knew when I retired, I didn't want to continue that type of work, and I wanted to do something I loved, which was baking. And it happened to be Biscotti because there was a little bakery down in the Old Market called the Lease, and they have wonderful cranberry pistachio biscotti. And every once in a while, we would walk down and I would get one. Then they stopped making it. And I'm like, what happened? And I made it
Mm-hmm.
myself. And the rest, as they say, is
Mm-hmm.
history. I actually was working at Monroe Middle School for a little while as a school resource officer, and I would beg
Okay.
for everyone. And then they found out I was using a little
Really?
hand mixer, and they bought me my first KitchenAid. And,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
you just put it on and walk away. I was in heaven. So, and people loved it. So I took it to like
Mm.
craft fairs, and then with a prayer, Lord, if you open up a door for me to have a kitchen, and I have a
Mm.
kitchen now, and I've been there ever since 2012.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And so I know that your product is in quite a few different
Mm-hmm.
coffee shops.
Mm-hmm.
And so have you ever had to deal with where some people didn't accept I mean, some places that you may have applied or that wanted to put your product in and they didn't? I mean, how, because, to me, tenacity. Now, I was thinking about this. Now, most people that watch, they know that, I'm a Christian but to me, tenacity is the epitome of Jesus,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, because he looked, past the
Mm-hmm.
cross, for the joy of, where he was
Mm-hmm.
going and to overcome such obstacles, you have got to have something that's anchored you to that result,
Mm-hmm.
and so how did you deal with some of the struggles and even your thoughts in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
is it gonna ever um, go anywhere? Or I mean, what kind of thoughts were you dealing
Mm-hmm.
with?
Um, I think like Christ, I'm sorry, my dog is here wanting to go out, but I'm gonna try and make him wait. It says he, because he saw the reward, despising the
Mm-hmm.
shame, but he could see us.
Right, right.
He did it. And
Mm-hmm.
when I started this, I wanted to be for a legacy for my family. I don't want
Mm.
Black Bottom Biscotti to just be small or to take care of me. I want it to be for generations. Um,
Mm.
that is my goal. That really is what keeps me going. Um, and it wasn't until probably this last year, I never thought about giving up. It didn't matter who wanted my product, who it
Wow.
was, and I was always seeking ways to improve myself, because that's what,
Awesome.
instead of looking outward, you really do have to look inward and
Mm.
mold you to be the person that can run the company. You know what I mean?
Right.
And this was a revelation I got very uh, um, just a little while ago. I'm sorry, just a little while ago about I had to shift from that employee mindset to a business owner mindset. And when I did that, it's like things started clicking. And it wasn't until late last year, and especially when COVID hit, I thought, you know what? I really thought about I could just tip on out. People wouldn't blame me. I'm in COVID. I'm shut down. My coffee shops are shut down. I took a nap. I had to sleep for a little while. I probably slept a good week. I couldn't do anything, as far as the coffee shops
Wow.
go. I woke up, I was ready. I'm like, no, not gonna quit, not gonna quit. It's the tenacity. And I tell you the
Right.
doors that God has opened. And if I would have quit, I wouldn't see this. And this helps me, glory to glory. This helps me to go to the next
Right.
one and to the next one. Because
Right.
also God is faithful to his promises. So I
Right.
know that. And I'm learning to let him and let go. When I get tired and I let go and let God, it happens faster. I still have my part to do, but I have to distinguish
Right.
what's his. So
Right.
it's been a nice journey. It's been a learning journey, and I have grown as a person in doing this
That's
here.
awesome. Right.
So,
And I think that, growing, becoming the person that we become through our struggles is more rewarding and, of course, is everlasting, than just the things that we accumulate along the way, And some people use the synonym stubborn as a way to describe tenacity, but um, I would say that stubborn is you just refuse to budge, but you also refuse to change. And with tenacity, you refuse to give up, but you're willing to change. You're willing to do whatever it takes to get to that final goal that you have in mind. And so I know, like, uh with me, when you first start out. So let's talk to a few entrepreneurs. When you first start out in the business, and how you have to push through the barriers of doubt and self limiting beliefs. So tell us a little bit about your experience with that. Or even if did you ever even have to deal with those experiences
I
with
still deal
with
with.
doubt and go ahead.
Okay. I still deal with it. I think that is an ongoing, well, for me, I don't know about anybody else,
Okay.
but
Okay.
for me, it is dealing with the fears. But as Joyce Meyer says, do it afraid. Just keep moving, keep
Right.
moving.
That's
And
me.
I'm in I've always been in church, and the church I'm in now helps me in my faith and to keep
Mm-hmm.
going. There's always a
Mm-hmm.
word. I mean, I can be like, and then I hear something that just sparks me and makes me keep going. It's
Mm-hmm.
you have to
Mm-hmm.
have you have to have people around you who are like-minded. So for me,
Mm-hmm.
it helps with other business people, especially business
Mm-hmm.
women, not to negate the men, but when I'm with
Right.
other business people, that helps. And ever since COVID, there's no more social networking, you know.
Yeah.
It's all like
Mm-hmm.
this here. And this is
Virtual.
yeah, and I'm a
Mm-hmm.
kind of a
Mm-hmm.
touchy-feely person, but okay, fine, we'll do it this way. But to have the support,
Mm-hmm.
even my family, my daughter and my son, one doesn't live here, but the other two do, they help me with even my grandchildren. One of my
Mm-hmm.
employees couldn't come in and my granddaughter just came and helped. I had to pay, well, I didn't have to, I want to pay it because that's
Mm-hmm.
showing value. But it's having the
Right.
support of your family, having the support of friends, and knowing just keep going. Just keep going. And it
Right.
doesn't matter, even being a mother, being a father,
Yes.
a spouse, a husband or a wife, just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have
Right.
to
Right.
believe in, for me, it's you have to believe in yourself also that God's for you. And I
Right.
have learned that He's put everything in you you need to succeed. So I just keep
Mm-hmm.
going. And
Well,
and
that's
it's just been like, wow, this year. I can see it turning. So I
mm,
am
mm.
very, yeah, I'm inspired.
Well, one thing that I do appreciate about you is that you are a tenacious woman. I do appreciate that about you. And I do also appreciate your honesty. And so I appreciate that too. And I would have to agree with you for myself as well, dealing with the doubt, the self
Hmm.
limiting beliefs and stuff like that. I think that most of us that are in business, some type of business, or really some type of leadership,
Hmm.
deal with our doubts and when I heard Joyce Meyer say do it afraid. That has been a key word for me,
Hmm.
to just step out, and you really do have to have perseverance. You have to have that attitude that I am going to accomplish this no matter what.
Hmm.
There may be storms, there may be struggles that come against us, but my eyes are on the prize
Hmm.
and I know that it's out there for me, and I have to take responsibility and make that happen for myself. I can't expect anyone else to bring success in my life. I have to go after success for myself.
Yeah.
And so you can see how tenacity is so crucial in all areas of life, because it's easy to just give up.
Hmm. Yeah. Yep, it is.
I mean, there's quite a few times that I would like to. I'm done.
Yeah.
I am done. I'm done with my kids. I'm done with my husband. I'm done with this company. I'm done with pastoring. I'm done with
Hmm.
just done, But then there's something in you that says, no, you know, I, I can't do that. I
Hmm.
got to see this thing through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Are you dealing with the? Yeah, I thought. Oh, that's
I'm sorry,
okay.
guys. He's being insistent, but he's okay. Go sit down.
That's okay.
He's gonna bark.
Well, we know that also that talent, well, tenacity trumps talent,
Hmm.
because anybody can learn something. But in order for you to see things through and don't give up when things really get hard, because things are going to get hard. It's just like
Yeah.
that. That's life
Yeah.
for everybody, But um, is I like what you said about having the support group,
Hmm.
because it does. it is important that you be around like-minded people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It is. It really is. And somebody
Yeah.
to just go and talk to, and sometimes we end up
Right.
talking and just I had to go drop off Biscotti yesterday to another business owner, and um, well, maybe could have been a half an hour. I think I was there a couple of hours, but I was encouraged by her.
Wow.
Yeah, she's talking, I'm talking, we're talking, and it's good. It just helped to encourage me, and
Mm-hmm.
find out a little more about her. And you just never know
Mm-hmm.
the walk somebody's walking. I'm not
Yeah,
saying with her, but
right.
I've talked to people and you would never know if they're walking the walk they are, except they told
Mm-hmm.
you.
That's true.
And I'm
Right.
like,
That's true.
okay, I'm good. Let me stop complaining. Let me stop whining about it.
Right.
So yeah.
I need a tea break.
Okay. And don't forget
Take
the
a tea time
biscotti.
break. Oh yeah.
Mm.
I was thinking, let me dip. I like my biscotti without dipping. Mm, this is good.
Good. Good. So
I really like this ginger snap.
so next time I see your husband, I'm gonna ask him now.
He won't get any of the ginger snap.
Why? You want some of the
It's
salted
because,
cinnamon?
oh, that's all right, because I'm eating this one up myself.
Okay.
If you're watching and you just came in, give us a hashtag wow or a hashtag wisdom and let us know that you're there. And so, what else do we want to say about tenacity?
I would like to
What?
encourage someone who may sometimes giving up doesn't look like walking away or throwing your hands. It doesn't look like you're
Mm,
walking away. It's just you
that's
become maybe you don't do. You don't tell your husband or your wife you love them anymore. You don't encourage your children or cook breakfast for them. It's not always walking away, but
mm-hmm.
tenacity is like if I were to say, you know what, these people don't care. Let me just slap some butter, flour, sugar together and charge a
Mm-hmm.
buck,
Mm-hmm.
and but
Right.
no, that I wouldn't have walked away. But I think the perseverance or the tenacity would have left.
Mm-hmm.
And tenacity is really like
Mm-hmm.
stretching yourself and keep
That's true.
doing it. Keep doing what you're doing to have the family, the marriage you want, the business you want, the friendship you want. Sometimes, uh, was it last year? I just had to talk to a couple of friends and say, hey, I like our friendship. I want it to grow. This is what I want us to do. Instead of it, let's make a date every month to go out, instead of
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
leaving it to when we have time because we'll never have the time. And it's work.
Mm-hmm.
It's work. We
Mm-hmm.
may not do it every month, but at least we're on each other's
Right.
mind. And hey, and the COVID hits, it's like, come on over and eat.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
just keep going. I mean, if all you can say
Right.
to your spouse because you're mad at them is I love you, say it, or you look nice, or
Mm-hmm. Right.
thank you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but do something to keep going because there were days when I didn't go in, didn't want to, but then there were days like now I'm always in because I committed myself to being open, or I would only go in when I had an
Mm-hmm.
order. Well, that's not running a
Mm-hmm.
business. That was still that employee mindset.
Right.
Um,
Right. Mm-hmm.
you got to change. How do they say if you want to, you can't have something different by doing the same thing over and over. You
Right.
have to
That's
change in
right.
order to get what you want. God wants you to
Right.
grow. He wants you to change. He wants to use you. So, but he has to
Right.
get us to a place where he can.
Oh yeah. And you know what? There was something that somebody said that I had wrote down. Oh, it was just so So good. Let me see if I can find this. And then oh yeah, this is what they said. Okay, they was talking about tenacity, and they were saying setting a goal so big you can't possibly achieve it, and then growing into the person who can. Isn't that good?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, that I thought that really did something for me, because with you know women of wisdom, pastoring, whatever, you know, you just it's a big it's bigger than you.
Mm-hmm.
It's bigger than you, and you actually do have to grow into being that person that can do it. And that's true.
I had to talk
Yeah.
about that.
I think Sophia is letting her dog out.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You
okay.
didn't hear him running around like
While
a
she's doing that, I'm taking
crazy
me a
man,
tea break.
crazy dog. Okay, I'm back. I'm so sorry, guys, but
Okay.
he just wouldn't stop running around.
That's okay, because you know what? We're gonna um we're gonna close anyway, but is there any last words that you would like to say to our viewers about uh just well, you really just kind of said a lot about hanging in there and everything like that, but is there something that you would like to share that's been on your heart that to encourage women?
Um, a lesson I learned: you cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone.
Mm,
You need
that's
you need
good.
others to come beside you and help you. I don't care if you are an accountant, like a job that requires just you. You still can't do it alone. And that was something I had to learn, and I'm still learning, and to let other people help you. Let other people help you. Use
That's
wisdom.
good.
Use wisdom. Not everybody's
Yeah,
there to
right.
help you. Not everybody's there to help you. And you just stay in tune. When the Holy Ghost speaks, when the Holy Spirit speaks, listen. It's telling you, leave that alone. But when
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just listen. Just listen. Don't
Mm-hmm.
be so anxious.
Yeah,
Just listen, and you'll know.
that's good.
And I think,
That's
yeah,
good.
you have to change. That's inevitable. And if you're a person that
Mm-hmm.
don't like change, get over it. If you want to succeed, I've
Right.
always
That's
embraced
right. That's
change.
right.
My childhood was full of change. We were always moving. So change, I don't think is really a problem for me for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But I know
Mm-hmm.
people who really don't like change, and I don't understand that. You have to. You,
Yeah,
you're going
that's
to
true.
change, whether it's for the better or the worse, it's up to you. But
Right. So you might as well change for the
yeah.
good. You right. And you don't want to have to change by default.
Hmm. Yeah.
Change by choice,
Yeah.
which is wisdom.
Yeah.
And take responsibility
Hmm.
for your choices.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even if it's a choice by default, it's still
Your
your
choice.
choice.
Yeah.
So we have to take responsibility for our own choices. That's really good. Well, we're going to go ahead and close, and thank you, Sophia from Black Bottom Biscotti. We're so glad
Thank you,
that you
Dorarena.
came and joined us. Yes.
And okay,
And
so
so
one more thing. So
okay.
you're having our next Women of Wisdom next year?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I would advise
Yep.
everyone to come. I hope I get to cater. I don't know if I'll be on the board, but I hope I get to cater. And it was a nice time. Even in this year, the year of COVID, it was a good time.
Yep.
It
Yep.
really
It
was.
sure was.
We learned a lot, and it's
Mm-hmm.
just so nice being around women. I mean, it really is. And
Right.
yeah, I think I
Yeah,
told
our
you
topic.
too much, but it was don't.
No, it was
Yeah,
good.
it was. It was a good
It
time.
honest. We call it hot, honest, open, and
Yes.
transparent. It
Yeah.
was good.
Yeah.
And we women need to be that way
Yeah.
with each other so we can really truly help one
Yeah.
another. And so this year is going to be you are a recipe.
Ooh,
And that's going to be our topic. And you're the one that decide what goes in your recipe.
I like
And
that.
so be wise. Yeah, be wise about it. Yep.
Wow. I like that.
So, all right. So,
Okay.
Sophia, we're going to have you on here again,
Okay.
as well as some of the other ladies. And we thank you for joining us tonight.
Thank you,
All
Dorita.
right.
It was fun. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Okay.
Hi,
All right. Bye
everybody.
bye. So that I hope that you have learned some things about tenacity and how crucial it is to our lives that we hang in there through the struggles, through the storm, see past all those things and be a woman of wisdom. All right. Okay, so this is Dorarena and I'm out. I love you. Remember, continue to walk in wisdom. All right. Bye bye.